Okay. So this is the first time I've done this live thing as far as for the full moon. And I really just wanted to jump on here because I did just post a video on my Instagram, but I always feel like I'm not able to really get into some of the details that I want to get into. So the one thing that I wanted to talk about is we're going into this full moon. It's the last full moon of the year. Really take your time, be very intentional, be very genuine to your heart and what it is that you are striving to manifest. Because one, this is one of the most powerful full moons. I feel like I say that every full moon, but it's one of the most powerful full moons because it is going to last for 15 hours. This is the first time that this particular moon has done this particular energy for that long in, like, I want to say 8 years. It's been a long time. So this is a great opportunity for you not only to get that work in tonight, but also get in that work as you're going into the next couple of days, because full moon energy always is like a couple of days longer than the actual day. The main thing, as I said on the video and the Instagram, is make sure you're taking your time to smudge your space, smudge yourself, the tools that you might use. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I either put it up today or yesterday. There's a post that kind of breaks down a technique that you can do to release the energy, because this particular full moon is all about releasing anything that you feel like that you've accumulated over this year, the energy, the emotions, all the things that you have went through. Make sure that you release it and leave it in 2018. Do not bring that energy going into this new season, going into this new shift. There's a lot going on, cosmos wise, that is creating a certain energy. So make sure you're taking the time. And I wish I had a piece of sage right here by my um, altar space, but take that time, smudge your whole body down, smudge everything that you are using for this, then go back and reset the intention with sweetness, with a sweet smell. And for me, that's cinnamon or sweetgrass. But for you, you have to find whatever oil or herb works best for you. I always tell people that there's no, for me, right or wrong way. You have to do the things that resonate with you, the things that call to your spirit, because there's a reason that you need that specific dynamic to call to you. So make sure you're taking your time to really set the intention. Don't rush through it. You might be tired. It doesn't matter. Don't rush through this. Make sure you're really just sitting there and saying, I'm removing the energy, I'm removing anything that doesn't serve me, and I'm aligning myself with only the things that are beneficial and the things that serve me as I move through this space. So, now that we've done that and you sit down, for me, the next step would be to take a spiritual bath. So my spiritual baths are normally Epsom salt, whatever oils for the intention that I'm setting. So if it's a self-love bath, that might be cinnamon, patchouli. Um, I always put Florida water in my water, sea salt, but I always use the pink sea salt. I don't use regular sea salt. I always use the pink sea salt. Um, and then lighting 3 candles. My number is 3. So I light 3 candles in everything that I do. It's a ritual for me. Um, so I set the Epsom salt, the sea salt, whatever oils. I add rose petals to my water. So whatever that intention that you're setting, speak life as you're putting these ingredients in it. Don't miss a step. Like I said, everything, make it a ritual. Make sure that you are stating the intention of what you want that particular dynamic to serve. So if you are taking a spiritual bath, make sure that you're speaking life into the water. Everything is about energy, everything is about intention. I don't care if you don't even have all those ingredients. You can just have some Epsom salt or some salt. Whatever it is, you can have none of it. And as long as you're putting your hand in the water, and speaking life into that water and what you want that water to, because at the end of the day, we are the power. We are the intention. whatever we say and manifest with our mouth is how that particular item or dynamic is going to manifest in your life. Okay. So you can put your hand in the water and swirl your hand in the water and say what you want that water to do. After I take my spiritual bath, my next thing is to go sit at my altar space. And I will sit there and meditate for a certain amount of time so I can ask for guidance and ask for clarity on what it is that I need to be focused on to give me the energy and the insight so I can make sure that I'm speaking exactly what I need and what I want to come into my life. Speak exactly to what I know I need to release. So when I get my journal out and write whatever that dynamic is, I've already received the download that I need. So you want to make sure that you're taking that time. And it could be, I'm not saying you got to sit there for like 20, 30 minutes. It could be 5, 10 minutes. It depends on how quick you can connect. But make sure you're taking that time to sit still, spirit, and listen. So as you're sitting still and listening to what that download is, now get your notebook out and write. And just write until you feel like it's time for you to stop. It doesn't have to be, it could be 3 things, it could be one thing. Whatever it is, don't overthink the process, don't complicate it. A lot of times we tend to complicate this thing. Don't get it. It's not that hard. If you can't come up with one thing, allow that to be that one thing. Come back to the altar the next night. Come back to your sacred space the next night. So once you get that notebook out, we've written all the things that we need to release. We're going to tear that up. We're going to take it out the paper or out your notebook, and you're going to roll the paper away from you because these are the things we want to release. So you're going to take that paper and you're going to roll it away. As you're rolling it away, you're going to speak the intention. These are the items, these are the things that I want to release. These are no longer serving me. These are the things that are no longer needed. I let them go. Whatever, come up with something that you're making it symbolic that you're cutting ties with that energy and you're releasing it to the ethers. Now take that piece and you're going to burn it. When you burn it and let it burn all the way through, you're going to take and discard those ashes. I normally like to do stuff like this, especially if the weather permits. It's a little chilly. Go ahead and do all of this outside. But if not, you could do it inside. Just make sure that you discard of those ashes exactly what you need. Okay. Um, you want to go in and start writing the list. Write the list of the things that you want to manifest coming into this new year. What are you wanting to manifest? What are you wanting to see come into this new year? What do you want to really see change? It could be a dynamic in your life that you're like, okay, this is a trigger for me. This is creating issues in my life. Speak life into it. Write how you want it to change, how you want it to evolve. Now that you've written that dynamic in there, we're going to roll that paper to us. So you're going to roll it the other way. And that piece of paper we're going to keep. So you can put it somewhere sacred. You can, tie a ribbon on it. Your altar, if you have an altar space, you can put it in a bottle or a little test tube. I don't have none of those around me either. But you can put it in something and go bury it outside under the moon. Because this is going to plant it. It's going to nurture it. It's going to create a safe haven so you know that it is something that you're planting the seed and you're growing. You're creating a certain energy around it. And you're still speaking those intentions. These are the things that I want to see, or these are the things that I am abundantly receiving. I'm so thankful for what XYZ. Speak life into it. Everything that you do, make everything super, super intentional as you're going through these processes. After that, I typically would go and sit in silence for a while until I feel like it's time for me to get up. There's a couple of candle rituals or whatever that I would get into specifically for things that I'm into. And you have to do what is comfortable for you. Like I said, if this is a time that you're definitely releasing, I posted something on my page about release and things that you can do for that. If there's money drawing that you want to get into. This is a perfect opportunity and night for that. Another thing, if you're an entrepreneur, this is the perfect time for you to create these plans within this day, tomorrow, the next few days, going into this new year. Create these plans and what you want to see unfold, what you want to see manifest with your business. And then watch how things just fall in alignment for you. Okay? All right, guys. So I'm gone. I might come back on here tomorrow just to re-emphasize some things, some revelations that I might have of my own. I love y'all. I hope that you are truly, truly tapping into this energy, making sure that you are manifesting to the best of your abilities. Don't overthink it. I can't say that enough. Don't make it too complicated. If you don't have anything, if you can just only light a candle, make it very symbolic and intentional for you. All right. I love y'all. I will talk to you later.